in color. The continuing story of Peyton Place. Starring Dorothy Malone as Constance Mackenzie, Ed Nelson as Michael Rossi, Ryan O'Neill as Rodney Harrington, Barbara Parkins as Betty Anderson, Tim O'Connor as Elliot Carson, Christopher Connolly as Norman Harrington, Patricia Morrow as Rita Harrington, James Douglas as Stephen Cord.
Stephen Cord is a young man who lived most of his life unaware of his true heritage. Now that he knows he's the grandson of Martin Peyton, he's determined to claim the dignity that comes with the Peyton dynasty, the authority, and the money to use the authority. But Stephen saw Martin Peyton crudely put down another grandson, Rodney Harrington, as a means of placing Stephen in favor. Stephen is determined to make sure that Rodney understands the rules of war. His rules of war, not Martin Peyton's.
I'll be right with you.
No hurry.
Thought I'd drop by.
Stephen, you never drop by.
How are things going?
Oh, well enough. Stephen.
I know. I never drop by.
Well, I'm sorry the place is such a mess. The maid hasn't arrived yet. He's been cleaning the fuel pump. Okay, you want to know why I'm living here? Because I like it, that's why.
You've had enough of the house.
Yes, I certainly have.
Now it's my turn, right?
That's right.
You know, I never thought you'd do this.
Why not?
I don't know. I've always thought of you as being...
Rodney Harrington. Okay, I know who I am. Now I'm trying to find out what I am.
What's that?
I'm finding out. Now, what's the mission, Stephen?
Mission?
Yes. Were you sent or did you come on your own?
On my own. To tell you this, your grandfather...
Hold it. Correction. Our grandfather. Or have you forgotten?
No. Let's skip it.
No, wait a minute. Speak your piece. I'd like to hear it.
My piece is simple. I came here to apologize for what happened at the inn. Our grandfather was rude. He owes you an apology.
Now, you've come here to apologize because he owes me an apology? Stephen, why do you have to justify what he did? Or are you all torn up inside because you've discovered that your grandfather is a rude old man?
It runs in the family.
Wait a minute. Stephen, wait a minute. Look, it isn't important what grandfather said. You don't have to come flying down here and act as mediator.
My mistake.
Oh, your excuse.
For what?
Another reassuring look at the loser?
Oh, I'd know you anywhere, Rod.
Well, then stop looking for me at every turn. Stop trying to convince yourself that I'm still in grandfather's little race.
You were left at the post.
Is that what's bugging you? I'm not giving you a run for your money?
You wouldn't know how, and that's what's bugging you.
Oh, you're off by a country mile, Stephen. Now, you may end up at the finish line, but it'll be grandfather holding the reins, and that kind of a race isn't even worth the effort.
That smells like a cop-out.
It might be. It might be a cop-out, but it's my own.
I know where I'm going. I don't need his help to take me there.
Well, you got him. The minute you moved into that house, you got him. And in his house, he cracks the whip and you jump. Or out you go.
Like you?
Oh, yes, like me.
Well, maybe it takes someone just a little bit stronger than you are.
You know, you keep saying that. Now, why can't you believe it?
I always get a kick out of just dropping by.
Mr. Cord. Hey, listen, can I drop you off someplace?
Maybe spin you back to your office? I got the old black monster parked out in back.
No, thanks.
I finally got a little time to myself. Dropped the old man off over at the mill.
Old man? Mr. Peyton.
That's right. He's old, ain't he? And he's a man. Old man, what's wrong with that?
Look, Weber, why don't you strut on down to the garage and bother Rodney?
I do my level best to keep Master Rodney at arm's length, Mr. Cord. No thanks, I'm down here to talk to somebody else.
Well, as long as you're here.
What are you trying to, start something?
I just want you off my back. No, I think you want more than that. I think you want me to pick a fight with him.
I didn't say that.
I know you didn't say it.
But if we fight again, really starts swinging, it won't be like the last time. I'll play it for keeps.
So will Rodney.
But you got no guarantee. Maybe it won't be me that gets hurt this time. Hurt or worse. Maybe it'll be your little brother, Rodney. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Cord. I mean your half-brother. I get those things mixed up. I mean it, Mr. Cord. You got no guarantee about who's going to get off that floor and walk away. And who's just going to lay there and bleed.
Like I said, Rodney's in the garage.
Hello? Anybody home? Excuse me, sir, where can I find the new releases? Oh, you don't say.
Hello.
Hello. May I find your book?
Mrs. Carson's gone, but she'll be back soon.
No, I don't really want anything. I just came in to say hello. Hello, slugger. His name's Matthew. I used to take care of him.
Are you Betty Cord?
Yes, I am.
Well, Mrs. Carson's spoken about you. I'm Rachel Wells.
I know. Dr. Rossi's spoken about you.
Oh, what did he say?
Nice things. Well, I don't mean to interrupt your work.
Mrs. Cord, you were at Mr. Peyton's house.
Yes, I live there.
When Mr. Weber found my puppy, I just came to get him back.
Well, it sounded like he was trying to do more than a good deed. Well, there was a reward, $10, only he thought it was me. Rachel, if he comes looking for anything more than the $10, slam the door in his face.
You don't like him either?
No. And get a short leash for your pup.
Did he kill Ann Howard?
I think he did.
If you think he's a murderer, then why do you have him in your house?
It's Mr. Peyton's house.
And he doesn't think that Lee Weber is guilty?
Rachel, if he bothers you, puts any pressure on you, you tell someone. Don't protect him. He isn't worth it. That's all I came to say.
You came to see me.
Yes, I guess I did. Why? I didn't stop to analyze it.
But you weren't going to say anything about it until I brought it up.
No.
I don't understand.
Rachel, I had to come. But when I got here, I felt I was making a mountain out of a molehill just so I could climb it.
But that's nice that you worried about me.
Maybe it was the way you looked when I saw you with Lee Weber. Frightened and helpless.
I was.
You reminded me of someone else.
Ann Howard?
No.
A friend?
Well, we were never really very close, but she had that same quality about her that you have. Something that makes you want to look out for her.
Allison? We haven't forgotten you, Matthew.
No. Rachel, I'm glad you're living with the Carsons. They need you as much as you need them. Well, I better go. Bye.
Goodbye. Help me come, baby.
Yes.
Hey, Chandler. You owe me $5, remember?
No?
What do you mean, no? If I asked you the price of corn last August, you'd remember, wouldn't you?
Don't fool with me, kid. What's on your mind?
Well, you made me a $5 bet that I couldn't get to be Mr. Martin Peyton's chauffeur.
Yeah, sure. Well, I'm a little short right now.
What's your hurry?
I'm thirsty.
What, are you gonna drink up that money you owe me?
You'll get your money.
How does a mean-looking sodbuster like you ever get to be uncle to a nice girl like Rachel?
What do you know about Rachel?
Tell you what I'll do, Chandler. You come up to my place and I'll give you a drink. No sense in paying for it in Ada's.
What do you know about Rachel? I asked you a question. I want an answer right now. I mean right now.
I just met Rachel, that's all. Seems like a real nice girl.
That's right. That's what she is.
So, I got 3 different kinds of hooch up in my house, Chandler. Cheap, cheaper, cheapest.
How'd you meet Rachel?
Oh, somebody did me a favor and left a dog in the car.
What kind?
Rolls Royce.
The dog.
Oh, the dog. Well, it was a puppy, just a mutt.
Rachel's mutt?
Yeah, that's what it was.
How'd you know it was hers?
She ran an ad in the paper and I called her. She
Come up to the Payne's house to claim the dog? That's all right with you, isn't it?
Why not?
Hey, you should have seen her face when she saw the puppy. Why, you thought it was a long-lost relative or something.
Yeah, she loves animals.
Loves animals. She hugged it and kissed it like it was something special from somebody special, like Rodney.
She used to have a dog on the farm she fussed over all the time. It's no big deal.
You wouldn't say that if you'd seen her. Chandler, she was talking to that puppy like somebody real important to her was going to be real pleased that she found it. And Rodney's been dating Rachel, right? So, naturally, I figured it was Rodney. If that look on your face means what I think it means, Chandler, Rodney better be real careful about what he does with Rachel, right?
You be careful. I talked to him.
You talk to him. Rodney Harrington's not used to listening to anybody.
Look, what's all this to you?
Nothing, Chandler. I just want to give you a drink, that's all.
Why?
Ooh, I feel I owe you something for the favor you did me.
What favor you talking about?
Come on, Chandler. You were the one that put the puppy in the car, weren't you?
Who says so?
Hey, you see, Chandler, this guy that just happened to be around your size was walking down through the square holding the pup. Just about the time he got to where the limousine was parked, a police car turned the corner. You'll never guess what this guy did, Chandler. He chucked that puppy right into the car, like he was stashing it. Like stolen property.
Great place, this town. Anything wrong here, even the jailbirds blame me.
Anyway, I asked myself, Lee, what was this man gonna do with Rachel's puppy? Sell it? That doesn't make any sense. Kill it, maybe. You the kind of man that would kill a puppy, Chandler?
Is that what you told Rachel?
Not yet. Come on, relax, man. I'm not going to say one word about you to her. And I don't even expect anything for the favor. Anything much.
Yeah. That's what I thought you were getting at. How much?
It's not a matter of money, Chandler.
Now, what do you want?
I thought maybe you could line me up a date with Rachel.
You stay away from Rachel. You understand? She's a decent girl, and she's gonna stay that way. You understand?
You've got awful strong feelings for just being that girl's uncle, Chandler. Awful strong. I'd even go as far as to say that...
Shut up.
I didn't have any idea you felt that way about your own niece, Chandler.
You leave Rachel alone.